Crypto can make you rich, but it can also make you a target. In 2024, crypto scams in France alone have cost victims €500 million, and the scammers are getting smarter every day. So what's going on, and how can you protect yourself from losing everything? Stick around, because today I'm revealing the latest scams that you need to watch out for and how to avoid falling for them. Let's dive in. Hi everybody, welcome back to Enter Crypto with me, Chris Kenyon. Now today we're going to be diving into a critical issue that's affecting crypto investors worldwide, and that is crypto scams. And we're specifically focusing on France, where crypto related fraud has reached new heights. You know, scammers are getting more creative and unfortunately more successful. But don't worry, I am here to break it all down and give you some crucial tips to protect yourself. So let's get into it. 2024 has been a tough year for crypto enthusiasts in France. Annual losses from crypto scams are estimated at a staggering €500 million. That's with a B. But what's even more alarming is how these scams are evolving. From fake advisors to elaborate schemes, scammers are, increasingly using sophisticated methods to trick people out of their hard-earned money. So what's behind this surge? Well, let's take a closer look. First, let's talk about the numbers. In just a few years, the number of French citizens falling victim to scams has nearly tripled. In 2021, it was just 1.2%. Now, in 2024, it's reached a staggering 3.2%. So that means that nearly 3 out of every 100 people in France have been scammed. And this isn't small change we're talking about, because the average loss for each individual is a massive €19,000. With some victims losing up to €69,000 in fraudulent savings accounts alone. Now let's talk about how these scammers are operating, because they are no longer using simple tactics. They have evolved, and we're seeing a rise in chameleon scams where fraudsters impersonate trusted figures like celebrities or even official authorities in some case, and they might even use AI to make their fake messages seem more believable. I know this is particularly common for foreigners that maybe where English is not your first language, so a scammer might actually use AI to make the message better, to target, Americans particularly, or English people particularly. And a good example of this is the infamous OmegaPro scam, which defrauded investors of hundreds of millions of euros. And investigators in France have managed to recover €268 million in criminal assets tied to OmegaPro. So that's the size we're talking about. This is huge amounts of money. But for many, it was just too late. They were already victims of this well-orchestrated scam. And this brings us to a critical point, which is, how can you tell when a crypto investment is a scam? Well, one of the biggest red flags here is promises of outrageous returns. If someone is promising you returns that sound too good to be true, then they probably are. And the French financial regulator, who's called the AMF, is constantly reminding people to stay vigilant and not to fall for these offers. Remember, if it sounds too easy or too profitable, then it's probably a scam. And one of the first questions that I always ask is, what are the regulators actually doing about this growing issue? Well, the French government are basically saying that they are fighting back. Since 2022, authorities have blacklisted more than 5,000 unauthorized crypto entities. So that's 5,000 scams that have been taken off the playing field, if you like, plus 350 fraudulent websites have been shut down, and a national campaign has been launched to actually educate the public about these scams. But as you can imagine, even with all these efforts, these scammers are still out there using ever more ingenious tactics. And one scam that's becoming more common is the square fraud. In this scenario, victims who've already lost money are contacted again, and this time with the promise of recovering their funds. And they are told to invest even more money to unlock their previous losses. And it's actually an incredibly effective tactic, and it's costing people millions. And this particular tactic actually plays on the victim's desperation, if you will, to get the money back that they've already lost. So how do you protect yourself? Well, it's simple. Stay skeptical. Always double check the credentials of any crypto platform or individual, especially, if they've reached out to you. And if they're promising something that sounds too good to be true, as we mentioned before, it probably is. And so a little skepticism can, in the short term and long term, save you a lot of money. And another tip is, always try to verify the legitimacy of the company, or if it's some kind of advisor, by checking official financial registers. You can pretty much do that in any country, but in France, for example, they have what's called the AMF, and they basically keep a list of authorized companies. And so if the entity that you're dealing with isn't on that list, then it's, to run in the other direction, basically. And another big issue is the role of crypto influencers. It might surprise you to actually hear this, but statistics show that a whopping 76% of assets promoted by crypto influencers actually turn out to be scams. So, next time you see an influencer promoting a new coin or an investment opportunity, ask yourself, why are they actually, promoting this? Is it for the money? Or is it actually a genuine opportunity? You've got to ask yourself these questions. Because in the world of crypto, vigilance is your best defense. We're dealing with an entirely new financial landscape, and scams are a part of it. But with the right knowledge, you can navigate this minefield safely. Don't let these digital mirages trick you. Stay informed, stay skeptical, and always protect your assets. And to wrap up, here are your key takeaways. Always check credentials, never fall for promises of crazy returns, and stay skeptical. The crypto world is and can be amazing, but it is full of traps for the unwary especially. And now that you know what to look out for, you can make smarter decisions and avoid falling victim to scams. That's it for today's video. I hope this helps you stay safe. And if you found this video useful, hit that like button and subscribe to us, for more insights into the world of crypto. Stay smart, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more insights into the world of crypto.